Okay, and then what is difference between that old clutch pressure plate and clutch disc, what is in here below, and then this brand new pressure plate and clutch disc in there? What is the difference? Of course, this new one, it is not so rusty, but when we are checking those differences, I will show that where is this old clutch issues. First one, I take a little bit clean cotton cloth, and when I check that area, look, this area is burned out, and if you have that kind of pressure plate, this kind of worn out in this pressure plates metal spring areas, when we look in here, this area, there are small dents in here. Look, this kind of things generates clutch vibration. If you think that your engine shakes, it means that you have maybe that kind of issues in your pressure plate area. And when we look in that new one, it is totally plain, no any burnouts. Okay, and then second thing, there's actually 3 points what we need to check, is that when I rotate that pressure plate other position, like in here, when we look that area in here, this area should be totally plain and surface, and there is not good that there is some those blue spots like in here. Look, this is dent in here, that area. I take more accurate picture that we can look that dent, because that kind of dents in here, they make this clutch to slippery in here. There is even small dent in here and hole in here, and they makes also maybe a little bit vibration, and then all of these areas there are more small holes in here, and that means that this my pressure plate, it is quite bad. And then of course in some cars I have seen that even this metallic, these plates, they have cut and broken, but in that my clutch it is okay. And I had 2 issues, and then this the most common issue is that this clutch burn out so much and it generates this clutch slippery, that car finally don't move any inches or meters or feet. And that's I have this measurement scale that I can measure, because in my case there was situation that this my car moves okay, but only this clutch was really heavy, and I need to press my clutch pedal, and I think that this my clutch start to be quite end and dead, but it works still okay. There was no any slippery, and I can see that because there is even these small holes in here. That means that this clutch is not totally end. This is like it has been like 80% worn out. That if we have 100% is totally dead and totally worn out clutch, this is like 80%, and that means that there is lifespan left about 20% to 0%. And let's measure, because this thickness is most important thing, and I measure that what is this thickness, and my measurement tool says that thickness is now, it is, if I calculate, it is 7 millimeters. 7 millimeters in here is this clutch thickness. And then when we compare that for this new clutch, let's look. This is of course, this pressure plate is totally great, and we can look also that area that there is no any dents, and this is actually quite harsh. This is I can feel this friction. This is not slippery. This is interesting. I can see those metal grinding machines, these things, and that means that this metal is really sticky, and then clutch takes really nice contact. Look, and of course when this is original, this Toyota's part, this quality is 100% plus. And there is this world best clutch maker, Czech Aisin. If you need new clutch for your normal car or sport car, if you are owner like Toyota Corolla, then I recommend this Aisin clutch. And of course, if you are sport car owner, you have maybe Chevrolet Corvette or Porsche 911. This Aisin is the best clutch in the world. This is my recommendation. Okay, and then we measure this new clutch thickness, and look also, there is Toyota's logo, and in this my clutch there is also text that Aisin. Okay, and then I measured this thickness, because this first one, old one, was 7 millimeter, and how much is this new one? Okay, and there's this thickness. Let's look how much it is. And it is 9. It is 9 millimeters. 9 millimeters. Look. And that means that this new clutch is 2 millimeter thicker. And 2 millimeter makes this new clutch that it is soft and it is easy to use and no any vibration. This is the difference. 2 millimeters in here, when we compare that old one. And please check also in your clutches. And then of course this pressure plate is new. It makes that there is no any vibration. And next I am planning to go install these new parts in back. And these clutch parts, they go to truss, and of course remember, when we loop these lines, this is like, it means that if there is any line in here, this clutch is workable. And please compare for that new one. There is really deep lines in here. Okay, and then we continue, and thank you, and we continue that job. Okay, and then important hint, and when we are installing this clutch pack, remember that this clutch goes only in one way in their pack. And if you install suddenly your clutch in wrong way, like in that way, and then you try to install this gearbox and engine together, and you think that it can't be any more go, then you might think that, hey, maybe this my clutch is in wrong position. Like in this my case, this clutch belongs in this way, and like in this lower part in this outer area, when we have this pressure plate, and this part goes in, or actually now I said wrong. This is, yes, this is wrong way, right way. This part goes in here inner. And especially when we are taking this clutch away, please check very carefully that in what way this your clutch was in this position, in this gearbox and between this engine. Because now this part is higher, this central ring, than in here. Look, this is the thing. And this, and of course in some cars there is situation that this clutch don't go in wrong way, but please check that if you have issues, then only rotate that clutch in another way. Okay, and then we continue, and this was this like clutch information.